Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing out this Monday, July 26, 2021? How's everybody doing out there? The reason why I'm on here, because I have multiple sclerosis, and a lot of people have no clue what it is, and they think you pop a pill and it solves everything. Well, I'll tell you, it does not solve everything. You know what I mean? Sometimes these pills do more harm than good, so they don't know. It's one of them situations where you don't get it until you got it. I tell people, let me take some snippers and start shaving your nerves and let me know how you feel. And pop a pill, see if it solves it. I got a flickering light bulb. I keep on changing the bulb in my car and it keeps on flickering. Like my friend said, oh, you got a bad heart? Just you're having heart problems? He goes, get a new heart. Get a new heart. Guess what? Same damn problem. An alternator in your car goes out and you get a new alternator, it's doing the same thing. The wiring going to the alternator is shaved. It's shorting out just like your body. People think you can pop a pill and it'll repair that the damage from multiple sclerosis. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't get it till you got it. When I go on a long car ride, it just feels like I'm up in the air and everything's just moving around, like the car's moving around. You know what I mean? Motion sickness, vertigo, double vision, okay? Problems going to the bathroom, constipation, okay? Anxiety, depression, can't sleep at night. You know what I mean? A lot of my problems, I'm not getting enough sleep at night, and I just can't sleep because of the pain. And of course, they're not going to give me anything for the pain. You know what I mean? But what gets me, they won't give you anything for pain, but when you're dying, they're in a big hurry to give you some morphine IV, and that's some serious opioid right there. They only give it to you when you're dying, not when you're alive. When you're alive, you can't get pain medicines. The DEA, the nurses and doctors said the DEA stopped, told everybody to stop prescribing opioids. So if you go in the hospital with severe pain or having a surgery, first thing they say, don't ask for pain pills because you're not getting any. They want you to take Tylenol. If that's the case, why don't they just give you some Tylenol when you die instead of a big old thing, morphine? That's an opioid they use for death. So it's kind of crazy, but that's how it is. I mean, because the heroin epidemic took over the pain pill epidemic. Everybody was popping pain pills like candy, and they stopped all that. You know what I mean? They stopped the pain pills, so now they're heroin, 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 and they're OD, OD, OD. People are driving behind the wheel, passing out, overdose behind the wheel while driving. It's still going on today. A bar up the street a few years ago ran a stop sign, went right through the bar, and luckily there wasn't nobody in the bar hardly. If that happened an hour or two later, yeah, there would have been people. There's a pool hall right there, and he went right in the building. He was like 3/4 of the way in the building with that SUV. He just got out of prison, and he wasn't supposed to be driving, and he's out on prison on parole or something like that. I don't know. It's something crazy, but yeah, it's just like, what do you do? And my neurologist, they don't like to prescribe anything. I got to beg for something for nerve pain. I got to beg for it to get anything. If you go to a hospital with any kind of problems, they blame it on something else. So if you go in with a heart problem, they say it's anxiety causing the problem, and they don't treat it. So if you go in there with any kind of issues, they play the blame game, and they blame it on something else. Is what I'm saying. They don't want to treat it. They just brush you off. Something else is causing this. We're not going to help you. So the healthcare nowadays sucks. It sucks. Like when I had my nurse come to my house, I canceled that service because they get mad. They come here with an attitude to come to my house and say, "You look fine. You look fine. You look fine." Because I have an invisible illness you're not seeing. You know what I mean? They keep on saying that. She got mad and just ran off, took off. I guess they're getting mad because when they come out here, they get upset. They don't want to do their job. If you don't want to do your job as a nurse, you're in a wrong line of work. Okay? Came over here a couple of times with an attitude. You look fine. Wow, you look fine. Not a minute. Want to see my insides? Invisible illness. People don't see what you got. Okay? So my friends think I go to my neurologist and get MRIs done and all these imaging done and medicines for the hell of it. It's all fake. It's all fake. You know what I mean? It's like crazy. You know what I mean? There's a couple friends of mine, not all of them, But yeah, I'm like, whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they say, well, why is her MS not as bad as yours? You know what I mean? Because a nurse came over and trained me on some medicines like a year ago. She has MS. But he's comparing me to her, saying, why can she drive and you can't? Because everybody is different with multiple sclerosis. Don't understand that. You know what I mean? Don't understand. You send them videos on their messenger and everything. They don't even bother even looking at them. I guess they're not. You know what I mean? They don't want to do the research themselves and see how screwed up the whole thing is. You know what I mean? Yeah, and there's no cure for MS. Okay, multiple sclerosis, when men get it, it's more progressive in men than women. So when men get it, it's more progressive. Okay? You know what I mean? I'm walking around, but I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it. I'm out here sweating. I try to do 6,000. I try to do 6,000 steps a day. Sometimes I hit 5 or 5,500 or sometimes 4,000. My cardiologist says that's good. That's walking like 4 miles or so, and you're burning like 800 calories just about. He said, that's good, but there's some days I ain't got no energy. And this heat makes it a lot worse. People with MS, the heat, when it's 100 degrees out plus or too cold, your body's like, we'll pop another pill. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. Pill popping. Think a pill solves everything. It doesn't. And pills have side effects, okay? And my friend, some people say they don't. Yes, they do. They need to give you medicine without side effects, they say. I'm like, okay, whatever. That just tells you they're not on any pills. Wait till they get older and wait till they start taking 30 pills a day, 30, 40 pills a day. See what they think about that. Okay? Everybody has problems. Everybody has problems. Yep. It's crazy. Yeah, and I lost a lot of weight. I'm down to 210 pounds now. I lost 60 some pounds in 7 months. I changed my diet. I don't eat as much no more. I just eat like a cup of this, a cup of that, half cup of that. I don't drink any pop, no cigarettes, no caffeine, no pop, no cigarettes. And what else I cut out? The junk food. No chips, cakes, no fast food. When I eat fast food now, I just spit it out. Ugh, it makes me sick. So yeah, she brought me a McDonald's and I barfed it up. So no more McDonald's, no more fast food. That's how I cut all that out. And I noticed, after you quit eating fast food for a while, when you get some McDonald's fries and eat them, the salt, like they poured a cup of salt on the french fries. It's too much salt. Had to cut out the salt intake. Not altogether, I just had to cut down the salt intake, you know what I mean? It's too much salt on stuff, you know what I mean? A lot of the food you eat has sugar and salt in it already. You don't need to add any more. So I think that adding salt and stuff, on certain foods you can, but 80% of the foods you get and the fruits you get's got salt and sugar in it already. Yeah, you know, it's crazy. But yeah, let me know if you know anybody that's got multiple sclerosis, or if you have multiple sclerosis, let me know your symptoms, because I know everybody's different. You can have 10 people lined up and everyone will tell you something different on their symptom wise. So I know that. It's a snowflake disease. If you catch snowflakes and look at them all, they all look different. MS, same way. It's a snowflake disease. Everybody's different with multiple sclerosis. Okay? Some people don't realize that. But yeah, so, you know, I got diagnosed with a inappropriate sinus tachycardia 7 months ago. And the hospital kept saying it was anxiety. And my neurologist says, cardiologist says it's multiple sclerosis related. It's a dysfunction of MS. But my neurologist disagrees. So I sent her pictures and screenshots of my chart, and they're like, she don't think it is, but my uncle has it. So it might be hereditary. I don't know. Well, that sun out here is blaring hot. It's going to be a hot day today. It's hot. It's blaring on my face. What time is it? Like 10 o'clock a.m. or after 10 o'clock? July 26th, Monday, 2021. But yeah, it's a big old mess. But you guys have a lovely day. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts and everything. I appreciate you watching this video to the end. Hit that thumbs up and hit that like button. Thank you so much for watching, okay? And inappropriate sinus tachycardia is a heart rhythm where it's a thing where out of the blue your heart starts racing for no reason. Over 100 beats per minute. Mine got up to 250 beats per minute. And when the ambulance driver looks at it and the hospital looks at it, they say it's anxiety when it's not. If they could do their job and read the chart that says I have an appropriate sinus tachycardia, it does said nothing about anxiety. I wish they quit doing that. I wish they do their job and look at my records in their computer system, because it's in there. They're not looking at it. It's crazy. It just tells you they're just lazy. They just brush you off and get you out of there. They blame it on something else. See ya. A nurse will escort you out the door of the hospital. It's just crazy. Yeah, it happened more than once, like 15, 20 times. So that's why if I have episodes, I just stay here and just sweat it out, because they go to the hospital. They say, but they don't do nothing. They blame it on anxiety. It's a waste of time, I said. Waste of time going to the hospital, okay? It's crazy. Yep. You guys have a lovely Monday. Bye now.